Do you think like Will Smith's career's over after what he did?
No, because he's still making movies.
What a fucking dickhead, eh?
I know.
Oh, I don't know. Do you feel like we're extra passionate about it because like Chris Rock, comedian, you know?
No, I think we're extra passionate about it because we grew up with Will Smith being a hero.
Could do no wrong, eh? He literally could do no wrong. It was just like banger after banger, number one hit after number one hit.
Almost, yeah.
And then
that Big Advance movie was bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But the rest were just.
Yeah.
But that was his he was dipping his toe into the movie scene. That Big Advance movie.
Yeah, no, I don't. There's not many like flops.
There's not many. No.
There's not many back then.
No.
Back
now.
Then,
I saw that Emancipation movie. Ugh, that was a hard watch.
And like I don't know,
it's just
like,
terrible.
Why are you with? Like, did you see that little red table thing they did where like she was like talking about how like I you know like they're talking about their son's friend like talking about explicit details and and Will Smith standing there like sitting there just like I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
I couldn't do it, eh?
What are you doing, dog?
That'd be like watching.
It's weird, man.
That'd be like watching like Stone Cold. And he's confronted by all his ex-wives. I'll be like, I can't watch this.
Well, it's kind of like that Dark Side of the Ring episode of Chris Benoit.
Oh,
I was telling people like, don't watch it. Like,
hard watch.
You can't unhear something. Like I don't know. Like it was like the most updated. Like they had a series of events. They actually knew exactly what went on.
Yeah.
In the timeline order of over the 48 hours, and it's like I wish I didn't hear that bit.
Yeah,
like,
that's hard.
Because it's like. Damn, man, like, I didn't know it was that, like, but the fact that he had the brain of a 80-year-old Alzheimer's, like, does that not, like, because you know how some people are like, he's dead to me, fuck that guy, he's a murderer, blah, blah, does that not sort of at least, like, soften the blow, the fact that he was basically, like, mentally, like, just fucked?
Unstable.
Very, I don't know.
It's hard.
Does that not come into account?
I mean, I've always had the ability to separate the artist from the art. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Oh, 100%.
So
hey, growing up a Michael Jackson fan, you fucking had to.
Well, I reckon that's my subconscious saying that he's innocent in my eyes. Because I don't...
Michael?
Yeah, because I can listen to Michael Jackson all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
But R. Kelly, you won't find any R. Kelly on my phone. I just can't do it.
I got one.
It's too much.
I still got one.
I'm fucking you tonight.
No, Ignition.
Yeah, Ignition, yeah.
That song's just so too good to give up. But, admittedly, it's not on my high playlist.
Well, like, Bump and Grind's one of his bangers, right? Like, but even the start, like, so picture this, like, he's at a kindergarten, like, leaning against a fence. Yeah. He's like, my mind's telling me no.
Yeah.
For my body.
So, I still love Chris Benoit matches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's still... some of the best matches.
I look at it as like he's more of a victim than anything because he was a brain of an 80-year-old Alzheimer's. Like, come on, that's got to at least be like, yeah, it's pretty fucked up what happened, but you know he was, you know, instead of just being like you're an asshole, you're evil, you're dead to me. I don't know. I just feel that's a bit harsh.
I've always believed that WWE handled it wrong, handled the whole thing wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because yes, they were right to go, hey, this guy did this. You got to put yourself in the moment. Like, they didn't know that. Yeah,
at first it was like, this is a tragedy, and then it was like, he's the murderer. Like,
and he's a murderer. But they still didn't know he had all this damage to his brain, right? That didn't come for years, or at least like a year.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That wasn't, okay. Oh, yeah.
So,
true.
At the time, I can see it. However, I think what they should have done is gone, look, we acknowledge that this has happened. It is a tragedy. Unfortunately, it's a tragedy we see too often in society as a whole. So we will not be, featuring Chris Benoit on television anymore. But time to move on. As opposed to being like, no, he never... It's almost like you went to Germany in 1947. You're like, what happened here? It's all rubble. And they're like, nothing. Nothing happened. You're like, oh, the war. No war,
What's that shape up there?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you rebuilding that? Oh, okay.
What happened to the rest of your moustache, mate?
I think they should have just been like, this sucks. We're upset. He's not going to feature on our television anymore. Let's acknowledge it and move on.
I don't know. I think it's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
In a way, like.
I do agree with, like, a lot of people have said the same thing, that he shouldn't go in the Hall of Fame. But only because it will be like, all you will remember is what happened in the end. You'll never remember the 20 years of solid performances of the greatest technical wrestler in the world. One of the top 5 technical guys
Well, they were trying
in the
to
world.
compare the whole Vince McMahon thing to Benoit, right? But that's completely different because Vince McMahon was an able-minded person.
Yes.
Chris Benoit was not. So I don't understand the...
Exactly, he was not an able-minded person. And that even shows in the evidence of the weeks building up to it. And then people were like, he was always a bit odd in terms of, like, he didn't always contact you back and, you know, like, and all this sort of stuff. But they're like, those last few weeks were like, he was not who he normally is. You know, and they should have picked it up then and been like, what's wrong? Like, there's something going on.
Can you imagine this day and age still having the mentality of the show must go on? Owen Hart falls from the fucking ceiling, dude.
Yeah.
Dies in the ring. Oh, the show must go on. Like, that's so morbid, dude.
Yeah. They should have stopped it.
Yes, dude. What the fuck? What are we doing here? We're like, no, old school mentality. The show must go on. The brother died.
Yeah.
He fell from the... just change the canvas, the bloodstained canvas.
Let me ask you this. Okay.
It's fucked up, dog.
I saw a thing the other day and it was like, it had a picture of Owen Hart, Eddie, Chris Benoit, and Bray Wyatt, right?
Ooh.
And it said, if they had all lived, who would have had the bigger career, right? And my answer is Eddie. Eddie would have had the bigger career out of all of them. I know there was like this talk of like, Owen Hart was going to take on the Game. He was going to be the Game.
I reckon Owen Hart would have been a nice second place there.
I reckon he would have won titles. He would have had his runs. But I think Eddie would have been the biggest star of them all.
Yeah, that would have been my answer too.
I just like... The dude was so good. Chris Benoit would have been 3, and sadly Bray Wyatt would have been 4, but that's because... I mean, Bray Wyatt still had a lot of career left. So who knows? But...
What do you think of the Firefly match at the Mania with John Cena, you know, the cinematic kind of match?
I hated it. So there's that.
It was an artistic masterpiece.
But let me ask you this question. Like, this is what I'm building to.
Sorry.
Do you think if Eddie had lived, Benoit would have lived? Or do you think the trauma of Eddie dying kicked off, broke something in him?
Yeah, but the motherfucker was already broken.
Like was he though?
Yeah, I reckon there wouldn't have been like a rapid onset of like brain fuckery. Like there would have been years of.
It could have been if Eddie had lived.
It could have been like the final straw, like the straw that broke, because it showed on the documentary. Like he didn't even take time off, and then they had that European tour or something, and so he had to grieve and like on live TV basically. That's fucked up.
Him and Ray, whereas Chavo went off. Like he took time off and stuff, but I keep thinking about this. It's like, if Eddie had lived, right? If you think of like that week where Benoit did all the stuff, he might have been. It might have been like, do you know what I mean? Eddie might have been like, bro, let's get together.
Hey, Vato, look, we're gonna miss our fly. They say
exactly. Yeah. It also could have been things like Jericho had left by then, right? If Eddie maybe Jericho would have stayed. Maybe Jericho would have been like, oh, I'm going to work with Eddie. Yeah, of course I'm going to stay.
Oh, imagine
Eddie and Jericho for the title.
Yeah, oh my God.
You throw in some matches where
fantasy booking, baby.
You know, and if Eddie had lived, maybe there's a scenario where you've got Eddie versus Jericho for the title, while Benoit's versus Ray for the title, and there's some tag matches going on there. Do you know, for a IC title? You know what I mean? And suddenly it's like, here's the 4 best guys in the world. And so maybe Jericho stays. And then maybe Jericho and Eddie and Ray and Perry Saturn, I don't know.
Perry Saturn.
Are like, hey, Chris, we're going to go...
Devastating Death Valley driver.
Hey, or we're going to be... Hey, we'll meet you at the airport and all this sort of thing. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But... the true answer is Owen Hart.
Eddie, baby. Viva la raza.
We could have had Eddie versus Owen.
Holy
if both of them have lived.
Holy Santa
it could have been the gay Hey, boys.
We've got a new gimmick for you, Dustin Reynolds. What is it? It's apparently Vince is in this meeting. The gay. You come out all flamboyant with all those letters in the alphabet, and you'll be the spokesman for all the. And he just dropping like archaic words like the F word. I was gonna say F word there. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Nah.
Like a fucking champion.
It could have been The Game, Owen Hart, versus Lie, Cheat, Steal, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, that'd have been.
You know, imagine that. Imagine that pay-per-view. Owen versus Benoit.
Damn.
There's a dream match.
Fuck yeah, but
You know?
but no. Instead, my favorite wrestler of all time, Eddie, he died before I got to see him. Benoit is now looked at as an absolute murderer.
Yeah.
And Jericho is still one of the goats.
Yeah.
He's still going strong.
He's still huge.
Still fucking huge.
And Bray.
Yes, I watched that doco.
Very sad.
And I cherry picked some of the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I cherry picked some of those.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I found new. I'm a fan of Shane Gillies, the comedian. He's got a show on Netflix with tires.
Almost watched that today.
And I like it. Like
Yeah.
I like that. But I started watching the Cat Williams.
Is that good?
Oh, it's just, man. No. It's those days. You look at all of Cat Williams' comedy specials.
Yeah.
And it's literally like in timeline order. It's literally like the very best one he's ever done is Pimp Chronicles sort of thing. And
What's he wearing there?
The green.
100% agree then.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
green.
Yeah.
You gotta get yourself some white friends.
Yeah,
White
yeah.
friend. I don't care, man. White people are friendly. You can bring a white person in the middle of the night. They wouldn't be mad at you. Like, hello? No, Shaquita here. No, it's a 9, not a 7. Well, try it. If you don't have any luck, call me back. We'll figure this out together. And as the time, and every comedy like feature he does, they just get kind of worse.
Oh, man.
You know, and it's
That's sad.
Yeah, like, because I'm like, his early shit is great, because I can't do that. Our Mount Rush, our iconic Mount Rushmore questions, that's one I can't answer. And anyone listening, that Mount Rushmore of comedy specials. I've got 2.
I've done it.
I can't. There's too many, dude. I need 2 mountains, man.
Yeah.
2 mountains. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's too much.
I think I've done it. I think I've done Andrew Schultz.
Keeps me up at night. Because there's like Killing Him Softly, Dave Chappelle.
I did do it.
What?
I did have it at one stage. Yeah, Killing Me Softly, I think, was one of them.
And there's Ricky Gervais. He's got some bangers.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't make the Mount Rushmore, though. Billy Connolly, An Evening with Billy Connolly.
See, we've already got... That's 5 now.
I've got 3.
And I've got Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Yeah.
That's the GOAT for me. And
Richard Pryor live in concert, so good.
See, man, he's doing...
The one where he lights the match and goes, "What's that?" Do you remember that?
Was it his album?
It was an album and it was a video. It was like you could watch it as well.
I liked it when he was at the height of his, like, he was just... When he set himself on fire, was when he was
that one. That's the one.
Is that the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Oh man, that's dark, dude.
Yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
He lights the match. What's this? Richard Pryor running down the street.
It's too many, man. I find it really hard.
It is real hard. I think it'd be easier if you broke it down into like Mount Rushmore of English or UK comedy specials. Mount Rushmore of
What about just decades, like 80s, 90s?
yeah, that would be easier as well.
Yeah.
Mind you, I reckon actually the hardest one would be the 80s.
Yeah, dude. It was,
Because
you'd have to put Steve Martin in there. He was a pioneer, wasn't he?
he was a pioneer, but
he was doing.
But we're talking about
theater.
comedy specials, not comedians.
Okay.
Yeah.
True. He didn't have specials. He just sold
No,
out.
he had specials.
Sold out theaters.
But like,
theaters.
I think if it was 80s, it would be Billy Connolly.
You have to say Bill Cosby.
Nah.
No, I don't. What happened to his little cartoon on Nick Jr., like Little Bill, or whatever the fuck it was called?
Little Bill.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not on anymore.
Me and Jen had an argument about, not an argument, we had a debate about Bill Cosby today.
Oh, fill me in.
Well, because I go, oh yeah, because of all the women he raped. Oh no, okay, I did a thing where I walked, her and Sophie were in Sophie's room cleaning up, and I walked past the door, pretending to be and I was like, I'm a choo-choo train. And then I walked backwards past the door, and be like, now I'm a well-known pedophile. Which was Michael Jackson moonwalking. And then Sophie goes, Michael Jackson, And I go, no, Gary Glitter. He just walks backwards. And Jen goes, no, Bill Cosby. I was like, Bill Cosby wasn't a pedophile. She goes, yes, he was. I was like, no, he wasn't. It's like...
He was a sexual...
like, he raped women.
He was a creep.
And, worse. That's horrible.
But, there was no one underage.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I keep saying to her. And then she's like, no, he raped men, boys. I was like, no, just women. She's going, no. I'm like, you don't know.
No.
This didn't devastate you.
You're getting your celebrities mixed up.
This devastated me in real life.
Yeah, like, have you seen the Jim Jeffries Bill Cosby bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he didn't. He was just a creep, sexual creep.
Oh,
when I saw that he did like I don't know, months of soft time, and they found a loophole to get Bill Cosby out, and then not only that, sugar on top, like where it was like, Bill Cosby's
tour.
people are thinking of doing one last tour, one last hurrah, and it's like that is, and fuck you, because I would go to that.
I know.
For the carnage, there's got to be I want to see blood.
I just want to see the protests and stuff inside.
Yeah. You get there and it's the exact opposite. Everyone's like standing over for him, like, we love you, Bill. Yeah, I love you too. Oh my god, that's weird.
You know what we should do every episode? We should come up with a Mount Rushmore topic every episode. And because we usually decide the morning when we're going to record, right? Or mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
By mid-afternoon we're like, let's record tonight. We should come up with a Mount Rushmore then that we have to answer.
Because sometimes I ask people like, it's kind of like, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song out of nowhere?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, because I got a standard answer.
Oh, actually, so do I. Yeah.
And like gaming consoles, I enjoy like asking people that.
I love to do like top Mount Rushmore of like PS1 games.
Games.
PS1 games, yeah.
PS1 games.
Do you know what I mean?
Man.
It's like, what do you
N64 games and.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Every person I've asked that Mount Rushmore question, by the way, PS2 is in every single one, and so it should be.
Best consoles.
Yeah, everyone's got
Hands
PS2
down.
in it. Everyone's got PS2.
It had some of the best games ever on it.
And like we were talking about earlier, like it was unrivaled for you. There's no next gen console in the. So the catalog of games for PS2 is insane.
It's huge.
It's insane.
I mean, you look at like.
There's so many.
The Grand Theft Auto alone. Yeah. Like what came out in Grand Theft Auto.
There was a lot of
PS2 was bangers. Oh no, some of them were PS1.
I had on my Hewlett Packard piece. Was it GTA? Was it the aerial view? Was it GTA 2?
GTA 1.
1,
2.
With the Molotov cocktails and shit.
Oh yeah, 1. Oh, that was 2. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's just this big world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo.
Then they came out with GTA 3, which you could do either. And then they came out with the exquisite. I still reckon one of their best games, San Andreas. Oh, because the story.
Or was Vice City after that?
I can't remember. No, it was before.
I see.
Because there's characters from Vice City in San Andreas.
Yeah. So you've been banging San Andreas lately?
I just finished it.
Is it like a deep game? Like takes ages?
Took me a while.
So you get a lot of gameplay out of it?
I mean, mind you, I only play for like an hour every few days.
Because one thing that I think a game that people forget about that I just personally loved, like Driver.
That was a great game.
I was real into Driver.
Except you couldn't get out of the car.
Yeah, no, but
it was a great game though.
Yeah, I loved that game. Yeah, that's cool. Tony Hawk's.
Oh, they were great games.
Tony Hawk, yeah, man. The one that no one even knows about. I had Grind Session.
Yeah.
And I had Grind Session because I got a PS1 for Christmas with no games, and I went to United Video on Christmas Day to buy a game.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like, hey, Mum, Dad, thank you so much for the PS1 again. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you get a game?
Yeah. And then Mum was so innocently late. Was like, oh, does it not have one built in? Like
Sega.
And I was like, so I have a PS1 with no games.
No. I remember with my first paycheck I ever got from a job, which was Countdown.
Nice.
I went and bought a PlayStation 1, the Slim.
Yeah,
it's on sale.
So basically, there's the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And the PS1. Because I had a little PS1.
I had the PS1. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use 90% of my paycheck on this. I can't really afford games. I was like, I found one game on special clearance.
What was it?
Die Hard Trilogy.
Oh,
I'm like, this is 3 games.
Three triple disc.
Yeah. It was like you got the, because there were 3 Die Hards.
Yeah.
So each one had a game in one disc.
And that was the cheapest game you could find.
No, it wasn't. But I was like, that's the best bang for my buck.
Where did you buy it?
Warehouse.
Oh, nice.
In Papakura. Because I was like, if I could play one game, and when I'm really sick of it, I got 2 more to choose from.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's me.
And I don't know, just because Die Hard 3 is by far my favourite, I probably would have just gone straight to Die Hard 3.
Nah, Die Hard 2 was the best game, though.
Oh, was it?
Because it was the shooting one.
Nice.
And then Die Hard 3 was the driving.
Oh, was it driving?
And Die Hard 1 was like a third-person shooter.
Okay.
That was real.
How many Die Hards has there been?
Movies or games?
Movies.
5. I want to say 5. Oh, so there's the first 3.
Yeah, there's the first 3.
Then there's the one with Justin Long.
They still had 4, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Die Hard 4.0.
4.0.
And then there's the one he goes to Russia for his son. And then I want to say there's one more, but I could be wrong.
Is that right? But that one's the straight to DVD Kevin Sorbo edition.
It didn't.
Die Hard 6 again.
Do you know it's a real good Bruce Willis movie? You know, when you were here the other day, when we didn't record it, sorry, we were talking about Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie he did with Bruce Willis that Kevin Smith directed? Cop Out?
Oh, I think I have.
Bruce Willis sucks in it, right?
Oh, is that right?
But, fuck.
It's got Sean William Scott in it.
Yeah.
But...
He's awesome in it too. But, God, Tracy Morgan is just on fire through that whole movie. He's so funny.
Yeah, he is a funny motherfucker, right?
And it's like... And, like, there's interviews with Kevin Smith and he's like... Tracy Morgan would just go off script.
I was about to ask that, like, sure you wouldn't need a script. He's just funny with...
And would just say things. And you would get Bruce Willis honestly reacting with him. But Bruce Willis was always in a pissed off mood. So the character just came off pissed off all the time.
Why are you pissed off?
And so, no, there are lines in the movie. He's like, why are you always so angry, man?
Yeah. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry for?
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what that movie sounds
What's
like.
wrong with you?
Yeah.
Man, I need some chicken wings. Can we go get some chicken wings? I don't know why I did. I can't do it.
Can I just put this out there as well? So, just speaking of movies, I've told you this.
Bruce Willis.
For those listening, if you want... There's a brand new Planet of the Apes movie just came out, right? If you want some entertainment...
Planet of the Apes.
Can I make a suggestion to our listeners that you go into Disney Plus and they have the 5 original Planet of the Apes movies.
So there were 5... I don't even know.
5 originals, and then there was a Marky Mark one in early 2000s, and then there were the 3 new ones, and now there's a 4th one, right? But those 5 early ones started off like... The first one's got Charlton Heston in it, right? And it was a big box office, big budget movie, and it did really well, right? And then they're like, oh, we want another one. So Charlton Heston came back, and they did another one, right? And then they did 3 more. But the budgets were really low.
And this was when, in the 80s? 70s?
70s.
So low budget 70s.
Really low budget. Like, extremely low. By the time you get to the last one, it was the budget for the whole movie was $1.2 million, right?
Is it like so bad it's good, like Sharknado?
Oh, 100%.
Is it really? Okay.
100%. And there's some scenes where they have heaps of apes, and you can just see they're just... All they've done is been like, hey, everyone, here's a rubber mask. Pretend you're an ape. You know what I mean?
They're doing the stereotypical ape
That's
stuff.
exactly what they're doing. There's a scene where they've got a character lying on the ground and they got monkeys above him and they're meant to be beating him.
Yeah.
But they're coming like... They're not even getting within a foot of this dude. Like, they're beating with the back... You know, the back of the gun's got that wood bit?
Yeah.
I don't know guns. But, like, they're beating him with that, the stock. But they're not... They're stopping a foot away from the character.
It makes you
and
think
then the character's on the ground going,
It makes you think, like,
fuck.
what was the conversations like when they're doing the post-edit, like...
Yeah.
Like, how did you miss all this?
Yeah. Do we have any money to reshoot this? No.
Like, this is going to be hilarious.
Ooh. And then at one stage, the character... They're still doing it. They're still doing the beating, but he's talking. I'm not kidding about this. This is number 4. I just watched number 4.
It's like, that's the only camera angle we've got.
Yeah.
And there was no retakes. That's all we have.
There's no B-reel. Yeah.
It's like, okay. I'm like, all right, fucking...
Tomorrow, I'm watching number 5. Now,
That's hilarious.
I don't like to. I'm not known for it. But if you were to impair your body with some drugs, let me tell you, it's a good watch. I don't. To make it very clear.
I was about to say, like, what are you packing, G? What are you
I'm a Panadol man myself, but if you are inclined,
Yeah.
you mentioned exorbitant amounts of marijuana earlier. It
No,
would
but
be a fun watch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight after I have a sesh, like watch that.
Yeah.
Nice.
They are fun. The first one's good. The first one's actually really good. Like, it holds up as a great
When
movie.
it's one of those so bad it's good movies.
No. It legit holds up as a good movie.
Oh, okay, but then
as a standalone movie, it's actually really good. The first one.
Well, I was about to say, if they made 5 of them, like...
They get progressively worse.
Is it because like they didn't actually... Well, they weren't that popular, but they just keep making them anyway?
They keep making money. But they didn't want to spend money. But then they keep making less money, so the budgets went down accordingly. But I've got that one and the Marky Mark one, and then I'm all up to date. I've watched every Planet of the Apes movie. Oh, and the new one.
Okay.
So, but some of them are just. The third one, there's only 2 monkeys in the whole damn thing. And it's just fucking hell.
And it's only because it's like, God damn, we put a S at the end of that goddamn ape. It's like, well, we could have just had 1, but we said apes, Planet of the Apes. You got to have at least 2.
One stage there's 3, 1 dies. But like, oh fuck, they're just funny and out there.
I think it's did they remake Charlie and the Chocolate Factory again? Willy Wonka?
Yes.
So can you think of any other movie that's been remade twice?
Yes.
What?
A Star Is Born.
What's that?
That's been made 3 times now.
What is A Star Is Born?
It's the latest one had Lady Gaga and Bradley. I want to say Bradley Cooper. I could be wrong on Bradley Cooper, but
Bradley Cooper.
Someone like that, a white guy.
Okay. Any other movies you can think of that's been remade more than once?
Remade, like completely remade.
Yeah, like a remake sort of. It's kind of like making another Lion King again, sort of thing. Like,
no.
So why would they? What's the whole point of making another? Like, so I'm assuming it's the same story.
Planet of the Apes.
No, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh no, they're not. So okay. So the one from the 70s with Gene Wilder, the good one.
That's the OG one, right?
Yeah, that's the OG one. Then they remade it
with Johnny Depp.
But that was the original 70s one didn't stay true to the book. The Johnny Depp one stayed as true to the book as they could.
Yeah, but the Johnny Depp one was a creepy Willy Wonka. Is it a horror movie? Like,
well, the book is quite creepy.
Oh, fuck, it looked creepy.
Like, yeah, the book is quite creepy. Like, the book goes into like about his father and his issues and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it's quite deep. And then now what they've made is a prequel to the 70s one.
Thank you. So it's a prequel. So
yeah.
Okay.
So it's not a reboot. It's just a
But I was like, oh man, like, I suppose it's better than reviving like old classics with all female casts.
But did you see how they did Moana? Now they're doing a live action Moana.
Okay.
But before that comes out, they're releasing Moana 2, animated.
Moana 2.
So they're going to have Moana 2, and then Moana, the live action one.
But it's a white girl. It's like, bring back Pocahontas. Come on.
Why?
Because like they might bring out the ice cream bars again because they were nice.
Do you know the Pocahontas movie was so far from the real Pocahontas story? Do you know in the real Pocahontas story, she went to England. She died in England.
Oh.
Yeah. Like the story of Pocahontas is not what you see in the movies. There was no I'm falling in love with John Smith. It was like, no, you have to marry this prick because we told you. And she was 12 and raped.
So it wasn't accurate, historically accurate. I feel the same about Dumbo. I'm pretty sure those cunts didn't fly back then.
The crows or the elephant?
The elephant, I'm sorry. That tell you what, that bloody well didn't happen. Says the guy who loves all the Fast X movies, like.
Yeah.
Like,
I would believe Dumbo first.
So what? So you're gonna tell me you're gonna get a Ferrari and drive off a building and land on a boat and all that sort of bullshit? Like, because I watched the last one because I had nothing else to watch at the hospital, Fast X, and I thought, oh, and then as it was getting to the end of this cheesy ass fucking dry ass movie, I was like, wait, this doesn't look like it's gonna end. Like, oh, they're gonna just keep milking that motherfucker, eh?
Oh, forever.
Do you even like Vin Diesel?
No.
Yeah, I'm Team Rock all day.
No.
I like A Man Apart.
I like Triple X. Oh, actually, you're right. A Man Apart was really good.
Yeah, that was a good, yeah.
Yeah. Triple X was good.
Yeah?
I like Triple X.
Okay.
That scene where he wakes up in the diner is great.
What other Vin Diesel movie? Oh,
there's a really...
The Pacifier?
Oh, no, didn't even see that. There is actually a really good Vin Diesel movie where he plays a mobster under trial and he defends himself. It's a true story. That's actually quite
let's
good.
not forget he was in Saving Private Ryan.
He was, yeah. That's probably his best movie.
And he was,
That Saving Private Ryan cast, when you look at it now, you're like, holy shit.
It was stacked
all
up.
these dudes turned out to be someone.
Yeah.
One of my
I'm
favorite.
like, hey, Matt David.
Yeah. It had that dude from Ted, like the creepy dude from Ted.
Yeah.
Whose name is really Italian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the one talking about. Like, yeah, he was Vin Diesel's mate in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that opening scene's fuck me, man.
Of Saving Private Ryan. It's insane.
Around the same time, Mel Gibson's We Were Soldiers came out,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "This is whack. Your career's finished too, buddy. Like, how do you follow up there? How do you follow up Saving Private? Imagine that. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a realistic war movie called We Were Soldiers, and it just before
it comes out, Tom Hanks whips his big dick out.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, do we still release it?
Yeah.
Like, we invested $50 million. We have to. It was kind of like Paul Blart, like Seth Rogen brought out Observe and Report.
Yeah.
Oh, and that came out and then Paul Blart came along and just blew him out of the water. He's like, well, I gotta release it now. Like one thing.
But you know what else? Sorry, you know what else about the Mel Gibson one? Mel Gibson's like, look at my dick on the table. Then Tom Hanks came along and just went thud.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, well, that's just one big dick. What are you gonna do? Then Steven Spielberg came behind him like, I directed this. Broke the fucking table.
Mel Gibson's like, I'm gonna go Christian on him.
Yeah.
Was it like Passion of the Christ?
At one stage, that was the highest grossing movie ever.
I had to review that for the 102 Standard.
How'd that go for you?
Well, it was when Cinema Gold had just been opened.
Cinema Gold.
So I went in there, and I'm not kidding. I was like, yeah, I get the gist of it. It's a violent, like Jesus movie, okay.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes in, I got a booty call, and 18-year-old Cal's left for the booty
Yeah.
call. I was just like, watch a subtitled movie.
Oh, I forgot it was subtitled, yeah.
Or
booty.
yeah, get some booty. So I went and got the. But that was when I was 18.
Did you write the review?
I did. Yeah.
Did you incorporate it was tight?
yeah. It was graphic. It was blah blah blah. It's always gonna be controversial. All that bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
What did you rate it? Did you give it a rating?
I can't remember now. I don't know.
See.
I don't know. I got I got to see Passion of the Christ live.
Yeah. Oh shit, we've been going for ages. We should wrap this up.
Yeah. I haven't been sleeping a lot lately, so I haven't. I'm just gonna be going home to my lonely ass.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and watch something that's probably gonna make me weep like a child.
What is that?
In fact, I'm not gonna say probably. I am gonna weep like a child. So you know this, but other people everyone who knows me knows this. I'm a massive Muppets fan. To me, the Muppets.
If you want to see Dylan cry, put on that Big Bird clip. When Jim Henson dies.
Big Bird singing at Jim Henson's funeral makes me weep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they purposely didn't do Kermit. They did Big Bird, and it fucking makes me cry every time. Well, Disney's just put out a documentary about Jim Henson. So I'm probably going to watch it.
Oh, wow, that's topical. So is that what you're talking about?
A lot. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because, the dude could...
That's our childhood, though, right?
I mean...
that is our childhood.
Even though I didn't like Dark Crystal, if you look at outside the Muppets, he did Dark Crystal, The Labyrinth. His studio was involved in Star Wars. Fraggle Rock.
Oh, true that. Yeah, Fraggle Rock. Jim Henson, was he Sesame Street as well?
Sesame Street, yeah.
Because that was the two bangers there, like Muppets.
One of the best cartoons of all time, Baby Muppets.
Baby Muppet.
Remember that?
Baby Animal. I remember Baby Animal.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
A little baby Kumi.
So I watched the Bray Wyatt documentary. Did you cry in that?
Oh, of course you.
Is that right?
Of course I did.
See, that's the thing.
The end.
Do I not have feelings? Maybe something's wrong with my tear ducts.
And now I saw a thing the other day, and it was his dad thanking all these. They unveiled a statue for him.
Yeah.
And the guy who made all his costumes made the whole statue. And his dad was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it!" And you could hear his voice breaking. I was just like,
"Oh, is that right?"
Oh.
So I was about to say, what was the last time you cried at? But anything else you've been crying at lately?
Oh yeah, I lost my job. My daughter being sick. Other than that,
and then looking in the mirror to have a shave.
Yeah. No, I don't shave, bro.
So that's what I'm working with.
Look at me, I don't shave. That Jim Henson thing's gonna make me weep.
Well, let's find something to get cows crying, eh? Let's find. I don't
know, man. Look, I've tried.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Eddie Guerrero documentary?
Yeah, many times.
Whereas Mother's like, I didn't want him to wake up dead in the hotel room. And I was like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, and Chavo walked in and yada yada. Nothing. What I watched recently, Baby Reindeer.
Did that make you cry?
No, but I enjoyed it. It
was good. It was real good.
That's a good thing to watch on Netflix. Is Baby Reindeer? It's a miniseries about 7 episodes, I think it is.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a goodie. It's a banger. And I've been cherry picking some shit, and that's really it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really been watching much else.
I watched a really good documentary series for those who like the Cold War. It was about the Cold War. It was very good.
Not the Cold War. Have you kept up with the rap beef that is?
No.
Really? It's
nah.
Fuck me. Like
couldn't care less.
Oh, it's. Yeah.
This whole thing. But
the Kendrick is just his music is what I was talking about. I haven't even heard Drake shit.
The whole thing about this whole like rap, because we had it with like Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem and
that was funny. Do you know why that was funny?
Because Eminem destroyed him.
Yeah, but then to the point where MGK like doesn't even do rap anymore. He's a punk rocker. Like it fucking his reply was so like gangster that like MGK's like, I just want to be a punk rocker now.
Yeah. This whole rap beef with rappers is the dumbest thing in the history of the world. And I'll tell you why. Because they're all fucking millionaires. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, don't like you. It's like, you have the facilities available to never see this person. If I had Eminem's money and I didn't like someone, I would just never see them ever again. And I would have the money available to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's kind of looking at it like it's just a rap, like musicians' way of doing like a roast.
Yeah,
because we just want to see people just like rapping about another person. Like it's like a roast, right?
I know, but if someone was like, I'm going to do this diss track about you, I'd be like,
why does it have to be rap? Can you imagine like two classic rock beefs?
Yeah, like, Bon Jovi and Bruce Springsteen like, have it out.
Yeah, I wanna. You're an asshole. You're an asshole.
If someone was like, if I was a rapper and someone's like, oh, they put out this diss track about you, I'd be like, and so?
I believe you dropped bombs about your mother.
I'd be like, and if they interview, well, what do you think about this diss track? I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, what's a bigger insult to being like, okay, you got to realize, there's a person both of us don't like in this life, right?
Jeff Jarrett.
I was thinking more closer to home, but sure. There's a few people like this on our list of like, ugh, I cannot stand you.
Yeah. I punch them in the face with my thoughts every time I see them.
To me, I just eliminate these people from my thoughts. So they don't enter my everyday.
Yeah.
They don't come up in my like, oh, I'm going to sit here and stew it. Because it's like, no, I just don't think about them. And so they're like, oh, they made this diss track. What do you think? What are you going to do? I'm like, nothing. Because I'm not a child.
Yep,
and I don't care about them. Like, they're beneath me. I'm not on that low level. Like, if you're Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, I'll be like, if I was Eminem, I'll be like, and?
Eminem was just bored. Like, he was...
Okay, that I get.
Yeah.
But I would still be like, who? I've never heard of them. Yeah. Because I am fucking Oprah Beyonce level, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Beyonce level.
That's when when you get to that level, when you're
drunk in love. Yeah.
One name.
You got one name, yeah.
Yeah.
You know you made it when you got one name. Or you own a colour like Jay-Z.
What does he own?
Jay-Z blue. They found a shade of blue that hadn't been used
Brilliant.
before. That's gangster.
That's next level.
That's next level.
That's when you're like, I don't need diss tracks because fuck you, Jay-Z blue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What's your colour? Nothing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, is your wife's name Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you win. But like I got my brother who doesn't like rap at all. He came around, and I was just playing the Kendrick stuff, and I looked at my brother, and he was like doing the squinting, like nodding. He's like, what the? I was like, brood away. He was like, I was like, listen to the next one, and then the next one was like,
oh, so they've done more than one?
Yeah, 4 each sort of thing. It's like a roast battle sort of thing. Like, the Kendrick shit's great, dude. It's like just like musical genius level. Like, it's just cool, man. Like,
look, I don't doubt these guys are amazing.
Drake sucks. It's like, Drake sucks, dude.
I don't know. I don't listen to either
Drake
of them.
Sucks.
But like, okay, can I ask you one more question, and we got to wrap this up because I got to go to the loo. So, I don't think I've asked you this, but I think I know your answer. Next month, Jake Paul,
Mike Tyson. First of all, can we give up for the Paul brothers? Can you get some respect on their name now? Like,
nah.
Really? Why? Why not? Why not?
Because they're dumb.
They're not. How are they dumb?
Because they just...
Who just headlined like the last pay-per-view for WWE? Like it was
don't know, I didn't watch it.
Logan Paul, like against like Cody Rhodes. Like
And?
Jake Paul is a legitimate fighter.
Is
just
he?
Yeah, he just fought Fury and he lost just on points.
Lost.
Or by point, yeah, but he's not like a
lost.
corny fucking.
lost.
He's not a corny. He's a good fighter. Like and fucking.
Maybe. But is he Mike Tyson level?
Well, here's the thing, like, so we're looking.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's 58, right? And
Yeah.
we get caught up in these little like training videos he's got. But the whole the gamble that Jake Paul's taking is that he's like these because obviously like Mike Tyson in his prime.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm not
that
saying Mike Tyson's lost.
That was 30 years
a lot
ago.
of stuff.
That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So the gamble was he's old. There's too much like water under the bridge now. He's just a bit too old. Like where he's lost that like enough power, like But there's that. But what if, like
I just think that there's certain people, and I think Mike Tyson's one of them where they're like, they were made to do one thing on this earth.
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson's one thing is to punch people.
Yeah.
Unbelievably hard.
He has gone to war, like where it's like gone to war for like. There's many men who have, like there's a rap sheet, like because they were saying that when he was at his creepiest, he's got this like place he can go to in his There's a cool thing like Joe Rogan talks about. Like,
the desk and shit.
Yeah, because I remember the first one he came in, he was just real fat and just like I just like smoking weed, like and just eating, and then Rogan's like, why don't you just go in like to the gym and maybe just go on the treadmill, lose a few pounds? He's like,
I can't.
It brings something out of me,
Yeah, makes him a warrior, he says.
And then the next time that he goes on the podcast was he's fighting Roy Jones, and he's jacked, dude.
Yeah.
And he even said like he's like he compares it to like ejaculating, like fighting makes me want to come all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like fuck, because he was scary, dude.
Oh.
The scariest motherfucker around, man. Like, and I don't know, like I just feel like there'll be so much. Every boxing like fan, like old head, like I'm talking about the OG like boxing fans, would be like just tuning in the hopes that Tyson just because if I was Jake Paul and I saw those training videos that Tyson bring out, I'd be like, that's sped up, right? Like, nope, no,
that's legit.
Oh, what have I done?
And I know for a fact that not I know for a fact, but like I understand and appreciate that they've probably released him at the height of that workout.
Oh, he talks about like those.
You know what I mean?
they killed him.
They're releasing 20 seconds worth of.
Yeah. The first one that he did was like he was in bed for a week. Yeah. Fucked him up. Like Tyson was like, man, I just can't do it.
I just think it's that thing. Do you know what I think it is? It's like you go like to a zoo and there's like the old lion.
The big motherfucker. That reminds me of Auckland Zoo.
Yep. And there's that like old lion, and then one day this cocky trainer's like, no, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And suddenly that lion's like,
you know what?
You know what, motherfucker? One more.
I wish if one more motherfucker taps that glass, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then he's like, time for food. Like,
that's what I think it is. I think that bell will ring and Tyson will just turn on.
Imagine if it was rigged, because it was probably like all this like spectacle shit. You don't know what's real and what's not, right? Imagine like Tyson's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna bow down to this motherfucker.
Oh,
and Jake Paul's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. If it's
live, dog.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, I think Jake Paul. The one thing I'll give the Logan and Jake Paul, the Paul brothers, is that they're good businessmen.
Yeah.
I will never take that away from them.
I respect all that, and the fact that like Logan Paul went into wrestling, and he is just a scary natural.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been doing fuck all.
I don't take away from their athleticism and stuff. I just think that this dude's going to get in the ring with that old tiger, or lion or whatever, and it's just going to wake up and go like, not today, son.
Oh, that's what we're hoping,
Because you think about it, Mike Tyson, okay, 58. Can he hit as hard? No. Can he hit as fast? No. But if he still hit you, that would be it. Do you know what I mean? It still only takes one.
Yeah.
One punch. He gets that right swing and it hits the right spot. Out.
Yeah, he looks scary, dude. Like
Tyson.
He's become one of the. He's become one of the most like enjoyable people to listen to for podcasts. He's really in depth, like deep.
Yeah.
Like
you hear that lisp and stuff and you kind of run him off, but he's actually dude's got some brains. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like there was at the press conference, like a reporter said to Jake Paul something about like like, what are you doing, man? This is a circus act. Like,
Yeah.
this is blah blah blah. And then Jake Paul was like, what'd you call him? Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
And then did you hear that, Mike? And then what'd you fucking call me?
Yeah.
The guy's, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, he just immediately was like, I apologize, sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
And
No, I was calling him that. Not you, Mike.
And his eyes were wide, like
Yeah.
he's like, and he put the mic down. He's like, fucking asshole.
Because you hear about these. You hear about these like. You hear about these like, you know how like the mob has like these button men. You know what I mean?
Button men?
Like guys that will kill other guys for hire, like,
like
dudes that will do it, right? You hear about these. You hear about these dudes and they get arrested, and right, and then like, oh yeah, then he went to prison and killed 9 more people. Do you know what I mean? That's Tyson. He's like, yeah, he's 58. He hasn't fought in 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Tyson.
But he's Tyson.
It's fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Like say like, you know, like a serial killer goes to jail and then he gets released. He's still that serial killer.
What's it?
Yeah, like I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's
like that mentality, that fighter mentality.
Yeah, he's been to war. You know,
the dudes, and not just that. It's not like, oh, he's been to war. Yeah. The dude was the best boxer in the world for longer than anyone.
Yeah, every person that lined up to fight him was just like scared as fuck. And like Tyson will come out, like just with like just he'd have boots with no socks.
Yeah.
He just had a towel over his head, and it was like,
oh, I'm only going to be here for 1 round.
Yeah, that's scary shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and
It's the reason why undercards. He's the reason undercards had to become so strong.
Yeah.
Because you would get 1 round of Tyson. It's the same reason, like, Tua was the same.
Yeah.
They had to put on all this undercard for like 4 hours because you're only going to see Tua for 90 seconds.
All right, blink and you'll miss.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, it's over.
I mean, look, it goes to show that when they first set up this fight, there was all the stipulation of, like, it's just an exhibition. Jake Paul's going to wear a helmet. You know what I mean? There was all this, like, because everyone's like, yeah, because Mike Tyson's going to kill him.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking away from Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but I'm not taking away from all the
I
hard work.
liked him. The
dude's bulked up. He's in great shape.
Yeah.
You know, he's huge.
But I think when it comes to Jake Paul, he deserves a bit of credit for he's skilled as fuck.
As a YouTuber, I write him off. Nothing to do with me. But as an athlete, hey, I'll give him props. The other thing I think will work against him is he's bulked up, like he's huge, and he's used to fighting as a smaller guy. Not a smaller guy, like he was a big guy, but he was lean. Now he's got body weight, and I think that'll slow him down.
It's like he's put on weight. He's like, yeah, I earned like $180 million last year.
Yeah.
So I want a pizza.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I was like,
but
okay.
Tyson gets some good hits into that gut.
Yeah, because those training videos, like, even though they're little snippets, they're scary, dude.
Oh.
I watched them, like, I showed my brother, because, you know, didn't watch. I'm like, look at this, Pete. Mike Tyson's back. He's like, what? I'm just here. And I showed him my brother was reacting to it. Like, oh, what the? 58?
Yeah.
He's like, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, 50-fucking-8.
I think the other
bit
dude,
off of Vander's ear.
Jake Paul, I think he'll get some good hits in. I think he'll do, you know, he'll bob and weave and show.
That's what
have a good show.
The whole thing is the gamble that we, you know, it's that. But what if, like?
But it's going to get to that point when Tyson goes, I'm bored of this.
Yeah.
Bang. And that'll be it. And the only dude in the world who could do that at 58 is Tyson.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm surprised that Brock doesn't sometimes do that in live, because it's live TV.
Just come out and destroy someone.
Have you seen that Mike Tyson interview on that Good Morning? Like, that was a morning show, and it was Mike Tyson and his manager, and it was this black reporter, like just a geeky like black dude in a suit, and he was just like yeah, so you hang out the mayor, and Mike Tyson, yeah, I'll hang out the mayor, yeah, like now you've been, you know, spending time with the mayor, like if we know you're a convicted rapist, so the mayor's got a election coming up, that may heard his campaign. What do you think about that? And Tyson just flips. He was just like, no, it's harder dealing with a rat piece of shit like you. Like, oh, the fuck you. Like, that was bullshit. We're alive. Like, yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
We're going to have to wrap this up. Fuck you. Like, so the black guy started, the reporter started asking the manager.
Yeah.
And Tyson's just sitting there, like, just steaming. Just staring, like, two, like, eyes through the guy. And the guy's like, what's harder, Mike? Getting on stage and talking or boxing? He's like, it's harder dealing with a rat piece of shit like you. He's just sitting there, like, he's rubbing his legs, like, Like just
That's what I mean. That tiger.
yeah, that's scary,
That
dude.
inner dragon comes out and he's just like, time to go.
Imagine if you were in the production, like blah blah blah. It's like, did he? Oh god, we gotta get him out of there. Like,
If I'm Mike Tyson's manager and I'm sitting next to him and I'm seeing
he
this,
he had the biggest smile. Like
No. If I'm that manager, I'm being like, interview over, let's go.
nah, he was just like this.
Tyson, let's get out.
Nah, he was like this. He's like he was smiling like this is great TV.
Oh, no. I would be like, nah, we got to go before he kills someone.
Yeah,
Because he will.
yeah, I like that shit. I like it.
Anyway, let's wrap this up. We've been out here forever. I got to go to Lou.
Yeah, but
It's late.
I think that I don't know how long we've been talking for, but I think it's a reflection on we needed it. Like we've been going through the wars lately.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just talking nonsense. Sometimes is it helps. Like you're just unpacking at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, like the good and the bad. Like we live to fight another day. Because one thing between us is there seems to be a lot of like we always find things to fill our week that's stressful and like horrorsome. And
I don't go looking for them.
no, that comes looking for us.
Yeah.
Like where are you, cows? It's me, drama.
Yeah.
Don't forget his brother, heartbreak. Suicidal ideations around here. Yeah, it's just bad. Like, and it's.
Yeah.
But we'll live to fight another day, bro. We'll live to fight another day because that's what we do.
That's it.
That's
All
what
right.
we do.
That's what I hope you do as well. Listener.
Yeah, everyone
You
out there.
hearing us.
Yeah,
fighting.
listening. You know.
Be Mike Tyson.
You know who the fuck you are.
Don't stop battling. Don't be Mike Tyson and the rapey stuff.
Yeah.
But all the
and
rest, be
yeah,
Mike Tyson.
Hey, sometimes cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Wow. Don't jump.
Yeah. Or bite tigers, or bite ears, or anything like that, or you know, like I don't usually talk to female reporters unless I'm going to fornicate with them. So I suggest you stop talking. That was a creepy one.
I'm going to cut that
That's a
and
creepy
put it
one.
after the music.
Oh, are we still going?
Yeah, we're still going, but I'm going to
still
cut
going.
this. Put it after the music.
Oh, okay, like fuck. Well, I didn't realize that. Like we can call this bit like before you
Bonus.
jump after dark.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. We're killing it now. Don't jump.
cocks and asses.